Let us take a look at this straightforward command, print hello India. As we have been seeing this command, also popularly called the hello world command, it's a one-liner command which does what it's supposed to do, simply display whatever is inside the quotes. So it says hello India here. Now I'll copy this, paste it, and now we have two print statements with hello India inside it. As I execute it, I get two hello Indias. What if I were to copy paste it 5 times and then execute it? I get 5 hello India. Right? This is only expected, correct? My question is, if I were to type this 100 times, let's say 15 times, it will of course display 15 times this side. As we have been discussing, programming is used to get things done really fast. Number one. Number two, it is used to automate things. Now this very control C, control V that I am doing here, copy paste, in itself is automation. My question is, can we reduce this task of simply copy pasting but yet get the hello India output? Alright, what do I mean by that? Whatever I'm going to do next will be self-explanatory, although I'll explain things in detail. So we have what is called the for loop. For I in range 10, as I say this, and then say print hello India, and then execute this, you will get hello India 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So you get hello India 10 times. If you put 12 here and then execute it, you will get 2 more times. 10 plus 2, as you can see, is 12. And if you put 15 here, you will get 15 of it, so on and so forth. If you put 100 here, you will get 100 of it. Okay, good. So try putting 1000, you will get 1000 of it. Of course, you're unable to see it. There's a nice way to see it. Let me explain how. You simply go ahead and put I comma here and you will get the numbers towards the left of hello India. Now what just happened? What is this for I in range 10 here? As we have been discussing, computers understand commands when it's specified in a particular form and format. Right? So what I'm telling the computer here is, my command to the computer is that, through this language called Python, is that for I, the variable I, will take the values in the range of 10, starting from 0 going up to 9. So 0 to 9 is 10. That's what we mean by range 10. If we say range 12, it means the variable I takes the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm executing it. 9, 10 and 11. From 0 to 11, it takes the values. Right? As simple as that. As and always, please note, there should be an indent here. Try removing the indent, it will throw an error. As expected, yeah, it says indentation error. Expected an indented block. So let's go back and reverse our mistake that we did. So the best part about these interfaces, also called the integrated development environments, we are using the online REPL.it portal, but then with time, as you gain more expertise, you'll be using integrated development environments, also called the IDEs, where you will observe that this indenting automatically happens there. Okay, but then keep in mind that you may have to put a tab here after for loop, just the way you did with the if statement, if you remember. Okay, fine then. So this is called a for loop, an example of a for loop. Why do we say loop here? The word loop here means that it is circuitry, it is sort of cyclic. Right? You loop over this again and again. How many times? The number of times you specify here. And whatever is here gets looped. You can say print and then simply put some design like this, stars, and then say, and then let's execute it. Let's see what happens. As you can see, whatever is inside this gets executed 12 times. Starting from 0, it gets executed 12 times, right? Okay, so what if I do more of this? Let's say I'll put some other design like this. All these three things get executed 12 times. Okay, let's see if this is indeed what's happening here. Yeah, that's right. So as you can see, it starts from here. It says firstly hello India when I is 0, and then the next line is all stars, the next line is all hash, and then I is in the range of 12. First I becomes 0, and these three things get executed. I becomes 1, these three things get executed, so on and so forth up to 11. Okay, we didn't mean to exaggerate on a very simple for loop. Many of you wouldn't have seen for loop ever in your life. You probably are seeing it for the first time, while most of you would have encountered this already. Right, in writing your pseudo codes, you have used the for loop already. If you have encountered any other programming language in your life, you would have surely seen for loop already. Fine, so let's not play around this very simple statement. Let's make it a little more complicated. Let me remove these two things, then execute it. Back again, we get 12 hello India. Perfect. So what I'll do is I'll put a if here and then say if I mod 2 is equal to 0, then display, I'll put an indent here, print I hello India. Now can you guess what this is going to give you? This is not a very complicated program, you would have guessed it already. All I'm saying is I will be in the range of 12, but this statement gets executed only if it passes this if statement. And what does the if statement say here? It says that I modulo 2 should be 0, which means I should be even. Only then this gets executed, otherwise nothing else gets executed. So let's see if it is doing what it's supposed to do. Let me execute this command and see. Yes, indeed, it is doing what it's expected to do. It is only showing the even numbers here. The odd numbers, it doesn't even print. It doesn't enter the loop here when I is a odd number. Okay. So then, just in case I said, else here, as you know, we have discussed this already. If something is true, then this gets executed for that value of I. If not, this gets executed. What do we say here? We'll say I still and say hi world. Okay. So what will this do? You would have guessed it right. It says hello India if the number is even and hi world if the number is odd. Okay, perfect. Let me just do a small addition here. I'll say print enter a number, and then I will take n equals int of input. We have discussed this already. You know what this means. It just takes a number, and then this 12 will be replaced by my n. So what exactly is happening here? I am firstly taking, I say enter a number, that's what is shown here, and then n equals int input, which means a number gets taken as an input. Let me put 20, and then for I in range n, which means loop through the values of 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n minus 1. As you go ahead like that, you display if the number is even, say display the number and then say hello India. If the number is not even, which means if it's odd, then display hi world. So what do you see? What do you expect to see here? Let's execute and then see it. So enter a number 20 and I say enter. You get 0 hello India, 1 hi world, 2 hello India, 3 hi world, 4 hello India, so on and so forth up to 19. Okay, which is 0 to 19, which is the value of n that I input, which is 20. And this can be 100 or even 1000 for that matter. Let me see what it does. In a fraction of a second, as you saw, it displays everything. So that's the introduction to for loop. The sky is the limit right now. You can use for loop in situations where there's a loop, where you may have to execute a bunch of statements multiple times. The word multiple here stands for a number, n times, that itself could be a variable, or a fixed number of times, like how we repeated this 10 times before, right? So as and always, you may want to practice this very code for a couple of times just to understand what exactly we did, and then use your imagination and write your own programs using the for loop. Let's go to more complex usage of the for loop in our next lesson.